You are now tuned in to Real Talk Radio. Juice Mob. I'm your host, Champ Hog, aka DNA, aka Drip Jams. And today, I'm just gonna talk about since it's like the intro, the first episode they put on here, I don't know what I was doing, so I just pressed the shit. So y'all bear with me. I'm winging this shit. It's just like a freestyle on the music. This is what comes to head. You know? And what I say, I'm sincere about what I say because I'm sincere about the way I live. And it's all real talk, no fiction. A lot of things I'll say could be opinionated. I like to talk facts. But when I'm discussing with other people on my podcast, I want you to understand it's all opinionated if we are having a debate or a discussion about opinion or beliefs. My show will probably blow your mind. It's so real that at the end of the day, it won't be no fake. And if that's what you into, then you must be into me. And we will touch any subject. Because, see, it's basically all about life, and life. Think about how many subjects you could come up with in life. I'll just wing it, whatever come to mind. While I'm blowing this weed, drinking this drink, while I'm doing what I do, I'm still continuing my movement. I want you guys to understand that I'm still trapped in the streets, this is live from the trap as we speak, This ain't something that I went to a studio and did, or, I did this right from the trap, live. But I got a lot to say, and I feel like my purpose on earth is to spread my knowledge and wisdom and definitely get a lot of people to open their eyes to my religious belief, which you don't have to believe in what I believe in, but God in my eyes is supreme. There's nobody that will change that. And I'm not pointing figuring this is what me and my brother Jackie Boy was talking about. I'm not pointing the finger at this God, Allah, or this God, or Buddha. I'm saying, when I say God, I'm saying the supreme being, the one and only, Like, that nigga is the truth to me. But a lot of people debate and argue and go to war over religion. It was worse than the Bible, I tell people, I read the Bible 3 times while I was in the joint. I did 14 years back and forth since 2002 to 2022. I've been back and forth and did 14 years of my life behind bars. And that's not the brag. To me, that's stupidity. It's not discipline. It's just the way I was brought up, and I got caught up ahead of myself because it's selfish, being that I have 2 beautiful kids on the way. But that's a whole different subject. Today, I think we're just going to continue where I left off talking to my homeboy, Jackie Boy. Jackie Boy, say what's up.
What's up, y'all?
That's my nigga Jackie Boy, man.
Yo, y'all.
And, what you say, brody?
Remember, listen to him say facts being spoken, man.
And
facts.
I told him, like, this is live from the trap, is it not? If you could visually picture my door with extra restraints, locks on the bottom, board in the middle, lock at the top, this is how I'm living, And every day I feel like I'm throwing a rock at the penitentiary, you feel me? But I do it because I gotta survive and I gotta eat. I don't got a 401k plan coming. I don't get no retirement. I never had a job since 2004, and I only did that because I was in the halfway house. But check it out. I was saying, last Halloween I had a nice smash blowout party, and it was all my grooves was invited. And chicks, I met my baby mom, my wifey right now, at my party. Never knew her before that, but she came to my party, and she been on these nuts since. No, I'm just joking, man. I'm just playing. That's my baby. Babe, don't get mad that I said that, but you do be on these nuts. Anyways, that's the straight. But like a week later after I had the party, I'm sitting here, I'm born, smoking some good tree, went skiing, playing in the snow. So usually when I'm sitting here by myself, I just get in a deep one. And when I say deep one, I'm getting a deep thought. And the thought came to me like out of nowhere, like, I wonder what they would have said at my party if I got on the mic and started talking about God. What y'all think?
Man,
Take a minute and think. We in the hood.
Think about that for a minute.
They playing every hardcore rap from Detroit, New York, down south that they can think of. There's mad alcohol in here. I had alcohol. I had Harry Buffalo's, big bottles of Patron. Like, I had about good $500, $600 of liquor. And this is at my house. It wasn't at no hall, at no bar, or nothing. I had an old school kid play house party blowout for Halloween. And I didn't start my party until 2 in the morning. Do you hear me? And that bitch was slapping. But back to the subject at hand. I thought about this. Now, this thing. I just painted a picture for you. Now, a week later, I get this thought. I said, I wonder what people would have thought if I got on the microphone and started talking about God. You know what they would have said? That motherfucker champ is too high, man. He need to leave the motherfucking drugs alone. You better put that powder down. You better leave that ecstasy alone. That lean is starting to fry his ass. And be like, oh, bro, I see, man, when I went to the party, he was slapping and he got on the mic and started talking about God. What's wrong with that nigga?
God.
The bitches would have been like, girl, yeah, they said he be on drugs and shit. I don't know what he was talking about. God, he killed our vibe. That's what went through my mind. Then I started questioning myself. Like, damn, for real, I could talk about Little Baby, Rio the Young OG. I could talk about Will Smith, motherfucking slapping Chris Rock. I could talk about what new shoes came out. I could talk about what all the hoes. You feel me? But I can't talk about God. And then that minute, you know what? It changed my life. You want to know why? Because I don't lie to myself. When I look in the mirror, I see what I see. And even though a mirror wasn't right there, I picture myself being a real bitch-ass nigga. That's the only time in my life I consider me being a complete bitch-ass nigga. You want to know why? Because there's not one human on this earth that can get me to heaven. So why in the fuck would I care about what a motherfucker said at my party on my microphone? If I want to talk about God, which I should have, I can. It don't matter if I'm drunk, high, or any of that, because I always think about it. And even if I ain't consciously thinking about it, it's he in my heart. So if I wanted to get up on that microphone, which I should have, got on the microphone and start talking about God, how would I kill somebody's vibe? How would that be weird? To me, you motherfuckers, it's weird. And you kill my vibe when you say shit like, oh yeah, like God ain't relevant. And to me, the way that the world is and the way the devil is with his temptation, he done blinded us. He has all of us, you know, caught up into too many other things that where God done got pushed back in the corner. You know, he ain't a relevant subject. He ain't something that we regularly talk about. You know, growing up, I remember having to pray in front of every meal that we had. You know, I remember going to church with my grandmas. Rest in peace to my grandmas. I love y'all still. You know, and I didn't give a fuck about that shit then, but God was always in my heart. You know, and of course I got caught up in the streets the way I was. But this is what I'm saying. After that day, I've been saying fuck everybody. That's what that day changed my whole life, because it was like, fuck everybody. And I think that's the day that I really accepted God all the way, because it was just like, man, ain't nobody that important to where I can't talk about the man that's going to get me to paradise. If you think I'm weird because of that, so be it. I would hate to be the motherfucker that's thinking I'm weird. You know, I didn't make this podcast to just preach religion, y'all, so don't get it twisted. That's just how I started off on winging it. Me and Brody was over here talking, and that's what just came to mind. And I, think that, it's important. Like I told my son the other day, my son Lil Champ about to turn 18 in August. He my oldest. And we was talking about him playing sports and him going to college and, shit like that. And he telling me how he feel about all these subjects. And out of nowhere, I said, you know what, Champ? I'm telling him, like, how he got to take the steps to do whatever I want him to be the best at whatever he do. I told him, I don't give a fuck if you selling popsicle sticks. Motherfucker, be the popsicle man then. You feel me? Whatever you do, he said, this is what he said he wanted to do. He said that he wanted to be an electrician. And I said, well, listen, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a lot of money if you do it right. And I told him, like, don't be a resident. If you're going to be an electrician, and that's what you want to do, you want to get paid, the object, this is what I told him to do. Shoot for the stars then. Don't just be a residential electrician, be a commercial electrician, meaning don't just go wiring up houses, go wire up the Civic Center. You know? Go wire up the next arena they build for the Cavs or something. You know, do it big. Everything in life, do it big. That way, at least dream or think big. That way, if you don't... Sorry, a small phone interruption. And like I said, this was real talk. So, real talk, my phone could ring. Real talk, a Jay could come to my door and I could serve him. All of that can happen. And while I'm saying this, they probably like, damn, he faking. He on the radio and blah, blah, blah. Why would he say this? Man, that shit still got to get proven. I could be capping. You feel me? I could just be saying this for entertainment. So that's up to you to break it down if I'm lying or not. But I'm not never been no cap artist. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. So I'm telling my son, like, he should be big at what he want to do, right? So, but this is how I put it, ending on him. I said, man, listen, I don't never want to leave you. And he like, what you mean? I said, man, listen, the main thing to do in life, bro, is make it to heaven. And he like, you know, it was quiet, but I could tell he was born. He was born game, like he really didn't want to really. He didn't give a fuck about me saying that, for real, I could tell. But then when I start breaking it down on his ass, it made sense. I said, listen, don't you love me? Don't you love being around me? He said, yeah. I said, so listen, why me and you can't be together forever, son? He like, what? I said, I got to make it to heaven, and you got to make it to heaven for us to be together eternally. I said, now, I said, don't you think, okay, you've been alive 17 years. Do it seem like a long time? He said, yeah. I said, I've been on the earth 40 years. I said, yeah, it seems like a long time. But I said, you know what? They say heaven and hell, right? If you go to hell, right, it's not like going to court. It's not you come up for a judicial in 5 years. They say you will be in agony. You will perish and be tortured and tormented for eternity in fire. Ain't no coming back, God letting you up in 100 years. Eternity, that is forever and never stops. Now, I hear a lot of people say they don't believe in heaven and hell, and they don't believe in God and the devil. And there's people that's conscious to this and just be like, fuck it all, I'm an atheist and all that. And I'm not here knocking nobody in nobody's beliefs. But you know what? I told him, and I'm telling y'all, I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be the motherfucker who didn't believe and then end up in hell burning the fuck up. So if it ain't true, then I'm going to just die believing something that was in my heart. I'm going to have faith. And that's what God says. See, this is where people get it mixed up. And this is what I thought my purpose was to be. This is my purpose in life. This is the reason why I ain't dead yet. This is the reason why I'm not gone yet. Because, listen, T.D. Jakes can't come down to this hood I'm in and reach people with his words. And he's not going to come. You know? The preacher from the church down the street, he's not going to come in here with a house full of fiends and preach to them, or a house full of gangbangers and preach to them, or a house full of prostitutes and preach to them. He might catch them on a one-on-one, but he's not going to do that. See, I'm in these places every day. I'm out here with the zombies. I'm out here with the werewolves. I'm out here with the motherfucking mutants. I'm out here. I am them, so I'm no better than them. This is why I can talk to them. And I feel like that was my purpose to be here, is to spread this word worldwide, to just let y'all know that God gonna love us all regardless. I'm thugged the fuck out, and God know that. But God got a purpose for me. So I try to shield, and I try to do the right things all the time, and I don't. I'm a fuck up just like everybody else. But he said, no man will be righteous but him, and we all are born to sin. But you're supposed to repent. You know, God is a forgiving God. So I believe that if you really love yourself or you love somebody else, you will have to tell them, let's make it to heaven together. I tell my girl that, let's make it to heaven together. And she really don't believe, but as she seeing my life and the shit that I go through every day, like I just told her 2 days ago, I can't remember the last time I had one day with no drama.